운전이니까 drive to work. 자, 하면 되겠죠. 아까 기억나시죠? Some people drive to work, but more use public transportation. More people 생략했겠죠? 한번 나왔으니까. 자, drive to work 요 단어를 몇 가지를 더 연습을 해볼게요.
Some people drive to work, but more use public transportation. One more time. Some people drive to work, but more use public transportation. Okay, let's try 2 more sentences using drive to work. 이건 어떨까요? 너 회사에 차 몰고 다니니? 질문 충분히 할 수 있겠죠? In that case, you can ask, do you drive to work? Do you drive to work? One more time. Do you drive to work? And one more sample sentence. 나는 예전에는 회사에 차를 몰고 다녔어. 자, 예전에 그랬었다라는 말이죠. In that case, you can say, I used to drive to work. 2 more times. I used to drive to work. I used to drive to work. Good job.
자, 오늘의 대화 내용 속에서 이제 핵심 문장들 뽑아서 연습해봤습니다. 저희 대화 내용 저희가 잘 정리를 해놨는데요. 자, 마지막으로 그러면 실제 대화 내용 속에서 이 핵심 문장들 따라해보세요.
How long have you been driving?
Me? I got my license about 15 years ago.
Did you start driving right after you got your license?
Not really. I started driving after I got my first car. I started driving after I got my first car.
Do you drive to work?
No, I leave my car at home. I leave my car at home. I take the subway to get to work.
I see. Do people normally do that in Korea?
Yes, some people drive to work, but more use public transportation. Some people drive to work, but more use public transportation.
How about students?
You have to be at least 18 to get your license. You have to be at least 18 to get your license. It's very uncommon for students to drive.
Oh, I see. Back home, most college students have their own cars.
자, 오늘의 대화 내용 저희가 잘 정리해서 우리말 뜻과 함께 저희 강의 게시판에 올려드렸습니다. 여러분 다운로드해서 출력하시면 교재처럼 출력이 되니까 많이 활용 부탁드리고요. 자, 다음 순서 만나보겠습니다. 현장으로 우리 세리나 선생님이 나가서 외국인 분과 오늘 주제를 갖고 대화를 자유롭게 나눠주실 겁니다. It's our chance to actually listen to what they have to say, right?
Yes, that's right. And it's time for Tell Me, Tell Me. Today we'll go out to ask this question. We're talking about driving to work especially. So, do you drive back home?
오케이, 자, 운전을 평상시에 하고 다니는지 자 물어보고 어떤 얘기를 하시는지 한번 들어보죠.
Let's take you to Tell Me.
Tell me.
Hello everyone, welcome to Tell Me. I'm Serena Huang. So today we're talking about driving. Let's see what driving is like in a different country. We're with Francois from France. Francois, hello.
Hello.
Francois, do you drive back home?
Yes. Yes.
Yes. And how often do you drive? Do you drive on a regular basis?
Yes, I've got, in fact, 2 cars in France because I use one mostly and the other one is for my children.
Okay. And how long have you been driving? When did you first get your license?
I passed my license in 1983.
You remember the year?
Yeah, of course, it's on my driving license. That's why I remember.
I see. Okay. What is the kind of average age when a person can get their driver's license in France?
In France, it's 18 years old.
Okay, 18 years. Now, is driving more common than public transportation in France? What's the more common way of transportation?
In fact, depends where you're living. For example, in Paris, people mostly use public transportation. And I would say countryside, people use their own car because there are very few public transports.
Okay. So in Paris, I guess people choose to take the train as well as the bus more often than they drive. Is that because the roads get congested?
because in fact there is a politic in a big city in France to reduce the cars in the town centers. So there are very few lanes now for cars. There are mainly for buses, tramways as well, and of course metro.
Okay. How about when you're driving kind of to the countryside? Do people drive mostly, or do they take the train?
They are mostly driving. But in France we have quite a good intercity train network. So and we have the TGV, like in Korea, KTX. That's the same technology. In fact.
Oh, okay. Have you driven in Korea yet?
Not yet, no.
What do you think driving is like in Korea? What do you think it would be like?
I think it's quite. I'm very surprised because I've been in China. That was very dangerous. I think in Korea it is very safe. It seems very safe.
Okay, well, that's good. Okay. In Korea, I guess the most common vehicle would probably be a four-door sedan, or for families, maybe larger cars like SUVs. How about in France? What are the common types of vehicles that are popular?
Common types is, I would say, small limousine. So, I don't know, for 6 places car. And some people are, many people are now buying a 4-wheel drive car.
Okay.
For countryside or to enjoy it.
Right. Okay. What kind of vehicles do you drive?
I drive a Citroën C4 Picasso. It's a large car for family.
Oh, okay. So it's a family car, and it can fit all your family members in, right? Okay.
Right.
So we had a nice conversation with Francois talking about what driving is like in France. All right, back to you guys in the studio. I'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.
자, 프랑스에서도 마찬가지인 것 같아요. 어디 사는지에 따라 약간 다르다는 얘기가 맞긴 맞겠네요. 그렇죠?
Yeah.
대도시 같은 경우는 대중교통이 잘 돼 있으니까 굳이 자가용이 필요 없고 혹은 자가용 운전하기도 어렵다는 얘기죠. 워낙 그 차량이 많고 그러다 보니까. 근데 이제 시골이나 이런 데서는 이제 차량보다는 대중교통을 많이 이용한다. 자, 정리를 해드리겠습니다.
Okay. All right, so what did Francois say? First of all, Serena asked him a question. 이런 질문을 했었죠. How often do you drive? 라고 물어보면서 Do you drive on a regular basis? 얼마나 자주 운전을 하시나요? 하면서